Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into the wildest, weirdest, and just plain worst Airbnb experiences people have shared online.
I've only charged you for the things that you've used.
The washing machine will be charged at £5 per wash. Are you serious?
So I'm here at this nice Airbnb, but it's not so nice because there's notes everywhere.
There you go. No meat or animal products allowed. Do not sit on this chair. It was my deceased husband's favorite one. Wi-Fi is free on the first day of your stay.
Yeah, this is Joanna. I've just been staying at your Airbnb.
What the?
So I just got a note from Airbnb about some additional charges that were put on, and I was just trying to figure out what happened with that.
You used the
£740.
pool table twice, and there's a charge on the pool table.
Sorry, I am actually curious as well. Whether or not I used the pool table. How did you know I used the pool table?
Everything was in a different place.
I'm sure if we used anything, it would have been put back exactly how it would have been.
Oh, no, it wasn't, no.
So
how do you know they used it twice?
Your pool table?
Yes. And then the washing machine, for instance, I know you used the washing machine twice. You know,
why?
The thing is, when you sign the agreement, it says this on your document.
It did not. No, it didn't say that on the documents. It just said that there's a washing machine included. This was not listed.
This is why I've put labels on things so people are aware of the extra charges. I've only charged you for the things that you've used.
The washing machine will be charged at £5 per wash. Are you serious?
Oh, well, this is absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, bad Airbnb. Do not sit on this. Why did you leave that chair in there in the first place if it had, some kind of value to you, emotional value? Like, take it to your own place. Just take it away. And if, what if people sat on that chair? How would she know? She might just say, oh, I saw a hair on the chair, so this means that you sat on the chair, so I'm going to charge you for it. And how did she know that they used the pool table twice? It looks like she might have cameras in that Airbnb, which is, I don't know if it's legal or not, honestly, but I don't think it's okay. Honestly, I don't think it's okay, and this is just wild. No, it's a no. And then this girl said that she didn't know about these extra charges and that they weren't listed and that they weren't on the agreement. And I'm pretty sure that if she knew about these extra charges, she wouldn't book this Airbnb. So I believe her. And I know that there are people out there that just come and destroy your property. And yeah, this is too bad and sad. However, this is not the answer. Just don't list your place on Airbnb if you don't want it to be destroyed. I know people are not supposed to destroy places, but this is is wrong. All I'm saying that this is wrong.
Hello, Amy's Cottage.
Charges us £800 for food.
We're the Smiths. We came and stayed at your cottage last weekend. We just had some questions. We just had an email from you. You've charged us a bunch of stuff for things that, I mean, first of all, are really overpriced, and second of all, I don't know why they're being charged for such small things.
Well, they're not small things, are they? Champagne, chocolates.
We saw Prosecco, but we didn't drink any champagne.
And also charging 70 quid for Prosecco is a bit...
That's ridiculous.
There was a full bottle of champagne and it has been drunk, so who you suggested has drunk it?
I mean, maybe you did and you forgot because you drank a full bottle of champagne.
What are you trying to say, though? What's your point?
We're saying you charged us too much. Like, I mean, also we saw nothing about being charged for these small things.
It's just standard practice, I'm afraid.
It's not. Sorry, but we've stayed with a few different Airbnbs last year, and they have not charged us for these kind of things.
In
Especially
a hotel,
not. What?
maybe.
It was a total of 120 quid for a few bottles of San Pellegrino, some Prosecco, some chocolates, coffee. Like we got charged less for a weekly shop for our whole family.
I thought it was nice of me to do that for you.
But in essence...
But now you're being so ungrateful you don't want to pay.
Ungrateful. We didn't know anything about it. These, in essence...
I can't believe you just want to get out of paying. You don't want to pay.
Well, no, we don't want to pay because these are hidden charges. We shouldn't be paying hidden charges. You didn't tell us about them.
We also have stayed in a couple of Airbnbs, and whenever the host left something for us, like coffee, I don't know, some cookies, sugar, water, whatever, that was on them, free of charge. So we could use everything that was there in the Airbnb, and we were never charged for anything. That was just like a courtesy on their behalf, and we were very satisfied and pleased and grateful for that, of course. But this, I don't know, it looks like she just wanted to rip them off. And if she wanted to charge them for the food and everything, she should have left like some kind of a note like that previous lady did, or a list of things that she would charge you for, like for example, Prosecco, champagne, chocolates, this costs this and this and that, and they would know. This is how they would know, and they would be like, okay, we don't need to drink that, we don't need that, we can go to the store and buy stuff, so we won't touch your stuff, you know? They should have been informed about that beforehand. So yeah, bad host. My fiance and I were having a romantic morning at our beautiful Airbnb in Bali when this happened. Okay, there's what is that, a mouse, a rat? And it just launched though. Creepiest Airbnb experience I've ever had.
This Airbnb is really cool, but like the closer I look, like it's a bit odd. There's some little odd pieces. It's a really pretty bathroom. It's the bedroom that, you know, is cause for concern. And then
okay.
mirror.
Okay, that's a lot of mirrors in a bedroom.
And then
Looking at
I
the
went
bed.
to iron my clothes. And there is a secret entrance from the hallway. The door is right there. You can't see it. Hold
Really?
on. There's a secret. Oh. That goes to the hallway.
In the closet.
The washer machine is going off. Oh my god. Jeez.
Oh no. Oh Lord. This is scary. Well, there's definitely someone there. A secret door in a closet that leads to a bedroom. Someone says in the comments, you're too innocent for that house. If any Airbnb had secret entrances or doors, I'd be leaving fast. Yeah, and if I heard some noises, I'd be leaving for sure. This is scary.
Guys, am I dumb, or has Airbnb just completely gone off the rails? A month ago, I booked an Airbnb. Everything was good. I reached out to the host. Hey, is this unit available? Which I shouldn't have to do. We'll get into it at a later time. Yep, it's good. Booked it, took my deposit. No problems there. A couple weeks later, they take the rest of my payment. Of course, no problem taking my money. I reached out to the host like maybe a week after, being like, hey, we're arriving early. Like, you know, can we check in early? Yeah, no problem. Everything's good. Get a text message, by the way, on Sunday evening being like, hey, your reservation's canceled. What? Like, we're leaving, we're flying out of here in a couple days, and now I have nowhere to stay.
What?
But
Yeah.
I remembered that my booking had aircover, so I was like, you know what? Let's not stress over this. Let's just call Airbnb. They'll get this all settled for me, because in their aircover policy, it tells guests, customers, if in the rare occasion that your host cancels, super rare, which I'm finding out is not rare at all, don't worry, we will get you a similar or better booking. Great. Call Airbnb and they're like, okay, yeah, here's $100. And I was like, pardon? Like, what is $100 going to do for me right now? every booking on Airbnb for the city that I'm going into is at least $1,000 more than what I had originally paid. So giving me $100 isn't going to help. In addition to that, they refunded my money, which can take up to 15 business days, which is 3 weeks, which means like my trip will have come and gone before I ever see that money back, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. So I said no to the 100, 150, whatever they were offering at the beginning. And I was like, no, like that's not going to help my situation. Basic math here. If I paid $1,500 for a reservation, you give me, well, so then they offered me $289. I said no. And then they offered me $432, which I said, okay, great. Even if you offer me $432, which is an exception, like they are doing me a favor from the heavens, that would be like $1,900. I still would be out $600 out of my own pocket to book something, which means aircover isn't covering shit at all. Like they didn't help me look for an Airbnb. They literally are just giving me a coupon code, like not even bridging that financial gap between the fact that you refunded my money, which is God knows where right now, giving me a $400 coupon, and then the rest of the Airbnb is costing like $2,500 right now. So am I the crazy one, or is Airbnb just completely going against everything in their policy?
No, you're not the crazy one. Yeah, and we're learning once again that insurance is a scam.
This Airbnb, like, this is just excessive. This isn't my talk, yo. Let me show y'all this. Look at this.
Please do not spray, apply perfume, cologne, or body oils inside studio. Please apply outside. Thank you. Why?
Wait, what?
So to apply my deodorant, I should go outside?
I'm about to get out of here, bro.
What does it say here? Please help to conserve water. Hot water shuts off after 8 minutes. So I have just 8 minutes to take a shower.
This isn't my talk, yo. Like, this is not even like what? It's literally signs everywhere.
Okay, what does this one say? To avoid the growth of mold, please leave shower door open after showering. Okay, that's valid. That's okay.
Anywhere you literally go, it's a sign, yo. Like, what is this? I gotta get out of this place. I feel like I'm under surveillance, yo.
I assume they had a lot of bad behaving guests. Oh, and they were just done with everyone. They were like, okay, we'll put up these notes so that people know what to do.
Hi.
What the hell?
Staying in a secret compartment?
This is the house.
Yeah, but I'm renting this off you from on Airbnb.
Yeah, but I still live here.
Yeah, so why are you here?
Because I live here. It's like...
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, why are you here? I've paid to rent this out from you, and now you're here. You just come from a bookshelf.
Yeah, it's...
Because she lives there.
Doesn't everyone have that?
No, but why are you here?
To get breakfast. I'm eating everything today.
To get breakfast.
Okay, but why are you here, though? As in, like, there's nothing saying in the description of me paying that, like, someone else is going to be living here.
I'm not...
I've come here with my kid and my family for the weekend.
But she lives
and,
there.
Like, you're just hiding in a bookshelf.
I'm not hiding. No one's... Just because you haven't been in here and checked that I'm there doesn't mean I haven't been here.
Yeah, but, like, there's nothing... But, like, why didn't you say that you're going to be staying in the house where, like, I'm staying at? That's just weird.
Because I'm not staying here. I live here. They're two different things.
I know you live here. This is your house. But I'm saying I've paid you.
Why do I feel bad for her? I know this is creepy,
It was on
but...
the entire house.
You never paid me to leave.
No, but, like, when I chose the booking, it was for the entire house. It wasn't for a hidden bookshelf with you being in there hiding away.
It's not even that hidden. It is the most obvious bookshelf I've ever...
Yeah, of course it's a bookshelf. I'm saying there was... How am I supposed to know you're here? And how tall are you? You're nearly touching the ceiling.
Is this... What kind of question is that?
Look, my
is this real?
That's not the point.
I don't know. Is this real? Because if this is real, it is creepy. Yes, I should admit, it is creepy, but I also kind of feel bad for her and sad. She lives in a bookshelf. Oh, I don't know if I trust this one. It feels kind of sketchy.
I genuinely don't think I'll ever book with Airbnb again. I'm traveling solo for work. I booked this Airbnb. I checked in after it was dark out. I walked in and immediately something just felt off. I went over to the bedroom window and it had been taken off of its track so that it couldn't slide closed to be locked. So then I went to go check the balcony door, and sure enough, that lock doesn't work either. At this point, I feel so uneasy and I just know something's wrong. So I grab all my stuff and I immediately go back to my car. The second I get back and lock myself in the car, I file a report with Airbnb. Thankfully, I have a colleague in the same city. I called her. She said, of course, come stay. So I'm in a safe location. It took Airbnb 18 hours to get back to me. And I reached out to them 3 more times, and that's like the only reason I heard from them. I will spare you most of these details, but because I didn't take a photo or video because I was so panicked and just left, they basically said like, sorry, no refund. And they went to the host and they were like, hey, do you think there's a problem with your doors? Of course he said no.
Of course.
And so they were like, yeah, you're probably right. And they believed his word over mine. The worst part is they suggested, since I still had this place reserved for 3 more days, they suggested I go back so I could go get photos of the locks. At this point, I would assume the host has either gone and fixed the issue or he's very upset with me for filing a report, and why would I go back to his property? I asked if I could speak to someone else.
Smart.
They said no, we have to close this and you can file another report. So I do, and in the meantime, while I'm waiting to hear back on this second report, I get an email saying that they have now canceled my reservation, which means that now I cannot go back to this apartment to try and get photos. And I had asked a few male colleagues if they would go with me tomorrow to do this, and now I can't because I would be breaking and entering. But even worse than that is the fact that now I can't leave a review, and I won't be able to warn other people that like, this could be an issue. This is probably
Well, you can leave all the information on your post.
You need to do so much fucking better. I cannot believe this is how you handle a safety issue.
Something to think about. Yeah. I hope she left all the information on her post about that Airbnb, because people need to know. There's lots of different creeps out there.
So this room here doesn't exist inside. So that there, we only noticed it today. We've been here for like 2 weeks, but you've got the bedroom where the window is boarded off. You've got the bathroom here, and then you have this room. We never noticed it before, but I've just heard a guy playing computer games inside that room. But that room,
you cannot see inside.
You cannot get into.
Huh. So how do you get into?
So when you walk through, like that is that room where the TV is.
Okay.
That is the room, and then like you can see it from here, like the gap between outside to the bathroom, which is here. Bathroom window, and then the bedroom, but the bedroom's been plasterboarded over where the window is on the outside. So that's what you can see on the outside, the bedroom window. Then the bathroom, and then this is where you can hear a guy playing computer games, which is fucking weird.
It is weird.
Like there's no other way in.
They should have said something on the listing that there's
See if you can hear it.
a room where a person lives or plays video games. That you're not alone in there. Can't hear anything. What are we listening to? Can't hear anything. The camera doesn't pick it up.
I mean, this is like locked up, so maybe that's the way in, but so fucking weird.
Well, that's not okay.
Bedroom,
People
bathroom,
who book Airbnb,
fake room in the home with no entrance. And there's a dude in there right now gaming.
You don't know that person.
How weird is that? I don't know, is that normal for LA?
I don't think it's normal. Somebody says if the Airbnb was listed as entire home when making the booking, I would request a refund, especially if someone is present in the home. Yes. Yes. That's it. This is the funny comment. The guy watching you on the hidden cameras that he has. Alright guys, well these were some crazy Airbnb experiences that people have shared online. And if you have any of your own crazy Airbnb experiences or stories, please leave them in the comments and I'll see you in the next one.